Ugh. Yeah. And hopefully there's no echo, there's no nothing, but I won't know till someone comes in here. I go back to my computer. Does it work?
Right, I'm in.
And,
Took me a
and,
while to find it yet.
and now it's working on my computer, but when I'm in there, it gives me all kind of problems. Are you still getting a delay?
Well, there's still a bit of a delay, but I think that's normal.
I, I never had. I didn't have a delay at all last week. I don't understand what's going on. Guess
Plumber's
who's
back
back?
in.
Plumber's back in. I don't have.
So Gerald.
I don't have YouTube open at all. All I have is StreamYard open. That's it. So I don't know what this delay is, what's going on here, how to fix it. And you'll hear that by Christmas time.
Hey Bernard, it's good to see you back.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know how. Why is this delaying like this? It's not because I'm too close. Jeez.
Hey Derek, how's it going? You guys hear us all right? How much of a delay is there between our mouth moving and the voice?
And this is ridiculous. And now I lost everybody. Is that any better?
No, yeah, you sound good, at least on my end.
Is it delaying? Yeah, see, I can hear my echo on your computer.
Yeah, there's still a bit of a delay. Like I said, that's kind of normal.
It's like I said, when we were all in here last
Yeah,
week, it did not.
Hold on a second. I will get my earphones, and then you won't have the echo from my mic.
Gerald, am I delaying to you at all? No, my phone is off. There's one mic, one camera, no YouTube, no nothing. If I mute that, I mute everything. Nothing's. It's got to be Jim playing in the background because I don't hear nothing. Jim, I have no TV on, no nothing, but yet I'm hearing an echo. Mystic. Hey guys, I apologize for all this. This is nuts.
You might be getting it from me.
Frank's good. Jim's playing in his. Oh boy. So here, let me pick this up because of. Hey Jim. Oh. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to sweat it. I don't have a radio on. Are you guys still hearing a radio? Because I don't hear anything. Of course, I turned the volume down really low.
All right, I should hear you now.
I hear you. That's fine.
Okay. I turned everything off on my end as far as the loud, and I'm using earbuds.
And you're not
coming in.
you're not delaying one bit to me.
Good.
Am I
Actually,
delaying?
no, you're not delaying either now. You're 5 by 5, man.
Wow, it all went away on its own.
Go figure, right? Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Mystic Railway, John, Bernard C., the plumber, Gerald Stewart,
Yes,
Derek Alexander.
I think I said hi to these folks that came in. I don't know
Did
because
you?
I had to close YouTube and everything else, so I don't know who's in here now unless they say something.
We got Dwight's in there, Joe Rader. I think that covers pretty much everybody.
Yeah, so this is the print they give you, the test print.
Oh, cool. Looks like a rook.
And that's exactly what it is. But I've
So
been
what kind of printer did you get?
I got the Elegoo Mars 3.
Oh, it's a resin printer, huh?
Yeah, resin printer. I'm gonna go with the plant-based stuff from now on. I got this stuff and about killed myself.
Oh, man. Yeah, some of that stuff got a nasty odor to it.
I had gloves on, everything on, but some of it splashed on my forehead above my glasses.
No kidding.
Oh man, did it burn?
Not bad.
So I was looking and they got that plant-based stuff. Have you ever used that?
No, I don't have a resin printer. I'm using FDM, the filament printer. So
And where
I'm not ready to jump into a resin printer yet.
See, my daughter had the other kind of printer, and I didn't like. Well, she might have had a cheap one, but I didn't like the quality of the print at all.
Well, if you get a good resin or a good filament printer, they do all right, but they're limited to how small you can go.
Yeah,
So
see,
I could do some pretty small stuff, but like I can't do HO figures or anything. They just won't print. So,
yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Bernard up with caution. Good one.
That's what I'm trying to do here. Is the 3D printer? I think I gave him too much hair.
Oh, he looks pretty good though. See, I can't do that. That would be impossible on my printer.
There's Tom and his Doritos.
Oh, cool.
Those are the ones I got from Mini Print. There's Sparky.
Yeah, I got Tom and I got Heath and I got Rick the tree.
I got Rick, and I got to fix him because the tree broke off.
Oh, with his leg too.
Yeah, what is?
Rick, if you're in here working, you got a busted leg, man.
I'm gonna get him a wooden peg.
There you go. That's bad. That's funny though.
Yeah, I don't know how it broke. I came in. I might have set something down on it. Didn't know it was sitting on a table.
Those things are really fragile, man.
Yeah.
I had to be so careful with them because I was afraid that somebody was saying that when they were painting Heath's camera, they actually broke the camera off with their paintbrush. So it's like how
that is really, really fine.
It's very fine. I did a good job. I don't know if you saw him on my live stream the other night.
You can look. There's a little hole right through the center of his camera.
Yeah, there is. That's weird. I don't remember seeing that online. The only thing I couldn't do, I couldn't put his goatee on and his mustache. There's just no way I could paint that.
No, there's no way. No way. And John, John's trying to paint me. He's actually said he can make decals this small, so that I could.
I was going to do that for the bag, the Doritos bag.
Yeah, he's making me the Doritos.
Well, I can't make one that small. There's just no way.
He says he thinks he can do it, and he's going to make me their logo, so I can I guess put them on the back of them or whatever.
Oh, cool! If he does that, if he succeeds, let me know. I'll buy one off him. Because that's what I wanted to do. All I did was paint the bag red. That was the best they could do with it, you know.
Yeah, I took some red and kept hitting it down with a little bit of yellow till I got that perfect like orangish red.
Oh, cool! Yeah, that worked out good.
Oh, but
yeah, Derek, Rick lost a limb. Yeah, man. John says, I have a feeling these two together could be dangerous. He may be right.
Yeah. I used a toothpick to do. He actually did the beard and mustache.
Now, I'll tell you, you got to have a steady hand and some good eyes for that.
Not me.
I went ahead, I put my guys on basically a piece of balsa wood. I didn't have any toothpicks.
Right.
It worked out pretty good, but I mean, you know, I don't have the hands of a surgeon anymore. They're pretty steady, but not quite that steady.
I took one of the alligator clips off my thing and put a little bit of, there's still some glue on it. Put some hot glue on there and just had him standing behind the magnifying glass.
Oh, that was a good idea, yeah. I got my magnifying glasses, you know, the headset. Yeah, that works pretty good, but I'll say it's still rough though. Yeah, one of those. Exactly.
There's days when I got to use that one.
You use the thickest one. That's what I use. I think it's like the 40 times or something. You know?
Oh man,
that's money I spent though. I got to say this much. I'd be lost without that thing because I just can't see. I got good far vision now because I used to wear glasses like you. I had cataracts real bad, so did cataract surgery. And they said, "Do you want to see far or close?" Well, I figured it'd be better to see far.
Yeah,
so I could drive better and stuff. But now looking back, I'm thinking maybe I could have went the other way.
Should have went the other
I have to wear reading glasses to see anything up close, and the magnifiers when I'm doing a little tiny work.
Yeah. See, I can do a live stream so much easier when someone's actually up here because I can't stand talking to and hearing no noise in the room. I can't stand that.
You get used to it.
This is only the second one, so maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. So plus, I do the Wise Guy videos that I air on Rumble because they would kick me off YouTube in a heartbeat because politically,
Oh.
And so, I mean, I'm kind of used to talking to the screen. Yeah. I got to figure out how I can, because I'm using OBS. Now, you can do guest on that, but there's a big procedure for it. And I haven't figured it out yet, because I started out putting guests when I was using StreamYard.
I remember the stream you did just trying to get these things to pop up.
Yeah, well, you know what it was? It was, and I could, actually, Heath helped me out with that. But I use Brave for my browser, and it won't work on Brave.
You got to use
Chrome. On Google Chrome.
Right.
But it took me a month to figure that out. Actually, I had Heath's help to figure it out.
So you have to go, then you have to open, you have OBS, but then you have to open YouTube.
In Chrome,
pop out the chat and take that.
Not quite. It's I use a program called what the hell, Twidget, and I found it on the internet, and I downloaded it, and basically it brings up a chat box. Hit share on the live stream. You copy the address out of the share, put it in the box for the Twidget, and then you have an actual working thing. That's just one of the ways to do it. There's another way that you can pop out the box and automatically fix it up. But
yeah.
Eventually they'll figure out how to make this stuff easier. You know, that was the one thing I did like about StreamYard, that everything was built in. But when I bought the Stream Deck to do some of the opening, all the special effects, some of the things I do, you can't do that on StreamYard, even the paid for one.
What's that?
So because I'm running like 6 cameras, and I've got music on 2 of the cameras, and and I bring up other videos and stuff, and it's just so much easier. Just push the button, and StreamYard can't really do that. So
No, I mean, I got these screens here.
yeah, well, you're paying for yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm cheap. I don't like paying for nothing. I mean, I know it's not that expensive, but I'm on a fixed income. I'm basically disabled, and that's all I get every month is a portrait, a little over $1,000, and I have to watch my money.
No, I got you.
And I'm not monetized, and nowhere near
Neither am I.
monetized because you gotta have what, 1,000 subscribers. I got 327, I think, last I looked.
Yeah, I got 114 last time I looked.
You got a little more go than I do. And when it happens, I'll probably go ahead and go for the monetization. But yeah, Charlie, when that happens, it's only a problem when you have an argument with the voices in your head and you lose.
Oh,
Then you have some major problems going on.
If you got one of them split personalities and one of them's half Democrat and half Republican, oh, you're done.
Yeah, you're screwed for sure.
You gotta go see it. You gotta go see a shrink and become a independent.
Yeah, maybe. I never thought about that. Hey, postmodern model work. How you doing?
Oh, thanks for coming in, guy. I didn't even see him pop in. Like I said, I had to turn YouTube off. I had to try to figure out this problem.
I got a screen on the right for that, and I got a big ass monitor. It's a 42-inch monitor.
This is 24, but I
Oh,
usually I shrink StreamYard down to about 3/4, and then I have YouTube in the background with the YouTube over here, and I have it set on participant so I can see who comes in.
Oh, okay.
But when we had all that echoing and stuff going on, I just started closing everything, so I can't see anybody comes in.
It could be a problem with the echo stuff. Like I said, I have the earbuds. I don't usually use them, but I don't usually have. I'm usually not a guest or have a guest. So.
Oh well.
I'm glad I put them in because that eliminated a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah, I'm not one to make, like, I put a couple videos up of like my train running and whatnot, but I'm not one to put up the how-to videos because I couldn't stop and set a camera, I'm not going to sit there and do like some editing program. I'm not going to sit there and do that.
Yeah, well, that's the trick to it. You just let the camera run, and then after all is said and done, then you go back and you edit. And that's what I do. And it's a pain in the butt, let me tell you. But,
Yeah,
they come out fairly good because I think since I started doing this, it's been about, 7 years now? In the old way out back in Naples, I started doing the videos down there. And
hey,
I probably got 200 or 300 videos out of it.
Thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
It was a shit show in the beginning.
Well, that's half the fun,
Oh my God.
Hey, look, it's a learning curve on all this stuff.
Dave,
as long as I've been doing it, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Dave, you're not that far from me, man. Drive down 79 and come show me how to do this right.
Right.
He's about 2.5 hours north of me.
Where are you at?
I'm in Pittsburgh. He's up by Cleveland.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty close. Me, I'm pretty far away. I'm down here in Florida. I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, well,
I can't afford the gas.
yeah, I guess if somebody had wanted to know how I hooked up that DigiKeys or something, I'd do a video on that. But yeah, I mean, there's so many videos that have been covered by everybody else time over and some over 3 and 4 times. You'll look up something, there's 100 videos on the one subject.
Well, that's true, but everybody has their own unique way of doing things to some degree. So
Yeah.
I like to look at different perspectives because this guy here does it this way, and this guy here does it a different way. I'm gonna look at both. Maybe I could find a third way that's better than both of them.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and teach anybody how to do wiring. It looks all nice and pretty up top, but underneath you add some sauce and cheese, you have spaghetti. because
No,
it's.
that's true of most of us. Unfortunately. And the worst part is, I know better, but I'm still
Yeah,
well
so do
because
I.
I can't climb under the tables anymore. So there's a lot of it's a wiring nightmare under there. I know what's going on, but if anybody else came in, they wouldn't have a clue.
No, basically now if I add something, I just drill the hole, drop the wires, and run it all the way over to the block because it's not even
There
worth
you
it.
go. That's what I do pretty much. You know, try and keep everything close to the front so I can work from a chair and
Yeah.
work without actually seeing what I'm doing to some degree.
So I've been getting some of those print ideas off of Thingiverse, and what was crazy is I went on there earlier to get a couple print ideas, and that's where I got that gazebo that I printed. You just download the file; it was free, boop, boop,
I
and it
get a
worked.
lot of stuff off Thingiverse myself, but I started designing my own stuff because this overhead rail I'm putting in,
Yeah.
there's nothing out there for that. It doesn't exist. So everything I do, I'm using that Tinkercad online, and it works out pretty easy for me. And I'm designing every piece that I need. So it's time consuming, but
And doing all the slicing and everything.
oh yeah, you have to do everything. Not I got my metric ruler there, the millimeters and centimeters. And I use the conversion tables on the internet to figure out what I got to do.
You work too.
It gets complicated a little bit.
I mean, scanners are too expensive.
I know. I wish I could have one because I'd love to do. I told my wife, I said, we need to make one of me and one of her and put them on my replica house on the layout. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like to go out and scan stuff in real life. Go find a 50
Well, they
cent.
think you can do it with your phone too, but it's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
And there's an app you have to download for it. You take it's like 200 pictures all the way around at 360 degrees, whatever you're going to do. And then the app actually puts everything together to make a 3D image and converts it so that your slicer can understand it. Derek, where's my lighter? What are you planning on burning down there, Derek?
Oh, I'm not, Derek. I'm not. You know what? I sat here and thought I had everything worked out before I even started this. I am not even going to jinx myself and try to open up YouTube right now.
I don't blame you.
Nope. I think out of all the videos I did, one video didn't have an audio issue, and I've used different mics. I bought mics that I was recommended to get from my son who does streaming, and it's nuts. Now I can't even find it because we plugged it in and all we got was an echo.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to really pay attention to because it can go south real fast. Of course, you don't have many videos I've shot where I got 3/4 of the way through them and realized I never turned the microphone on. And then I got to start all over again. I tried to do voiceovers, but that's not always the easiest thing to do.
Is he running overhead power postmodern? And cantilevers.
Wow.
Whew,
That
that's too much work.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it, but yeah.
I thought running I haven't done it yet, but on my last layout back in Naples, I ran telephone poles and actually ran the wires. They weren't live, but actually ran telephone, power wires to all the poles and then to each building. It was pretty cool. I'm going to do it again here, but I don't know when.
You need a late model iPhone to get good scans. Well, if you got a late model iPhone has what Samsung had 2 years ago, so I don't know. Maybe Samsung will work.
Yeah, I think it's stuff them iPhones up there.
Right up their butt, man.
I would not have one. I've had friends that had them and they said they sucked.
Yeah. Both of
$1,400 on something that sucks,
No. Both of my kids have most of my kids have iPhones. I don't want nothing to do with them. And then they got that whole Twitter thing going on now, where Apple said they're not going to carry Twitter in their store, not supported anymore.
Oh yeah, because they're pissed off at a bunch of damn kids, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's
Oh,
what they are.
man.
They're a bunch of children. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because Musk is running it. Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of morons. You know, we should give them an option to leave the country permanently. We'll even pay their ticket out, you know.
Give them a ship with half a tank of gas.
Yeah, give them a leaky boat, right?
Yeah, there's nobody.
And no radio. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. They got about 6,000 miles out. They just disappeared.
Now, this is how you know when you're old.
It was so funny. Hey, Joe, you got the right idea. And I'll tell you, I have a, I don't have the 5 yet, and I won't get the 5. I won't have it. It's just, I don't like it. I'm afraid of it. And when they force me to have one, the phone's going in the trash, and I'll get a landline again. 5G, they can stuff those things. I don't want nothing to do with them. You know, we've gotten so spoiled. I mean, you remember the old, most of you guys as old as I am are older. And you remember having a phone on the wall in your kitchen? You know?
Yep.
It was simple. And if you wanted to get away from people bugging, you just went out and took a drive. Now we take the phone with us everywhere we go. Well, I don't, but some do, you know.
Yep, I still have my dad's phone in there with the old, dial phone, and it still works. Old rotary phone, it still works.
Oh yeah, I would rather have a push button phone personally, but it's funny you brought that up because this guy, they're expensive, they're about $600, but it's a kit, and it's a cell phone with a rotary dial on it. It's on, you look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. Just type in rotary dial cell phone, and it'll probably come up. But it's the coolest thing I ever seen. And you can't butt dial it; it's impossible. But it's kind of neat though because it's got a big dial on it, you know.
Yeah, I actually handed it to my grandson and told him to call somebody. He was like, "Huh?" He just looked at it like, "What the heck is that?"
Exactly. Yeah,
I
have no idea what they're missing.
See them putting their fingers in the holes but not turning nothing.
I can see that.
Oh man. Oh.
Dave from Crooked River says, "Man, I thought we were big time once we got a cordless house phone."
Yeah.
I had a bunch of those things, man.
Yep. As soon as I got rid of the antenna, you started losing the phone down in the cushions.
Yeah, right. That was the thing. You never lost the phone when it was hooked on the wall.
Nope. And my mother went out and got one of those real long cords that'll stretch halfway across the house.
Oh, yeah, we had one of those.
Yeah. Then somebody tries to walk from one room to the other and pulls the phone out of your hand.
Lovely. That's funny.
Oh, man. Oh, well. I am sorry again, guys, for all the trouble in the beginning. That was one of these days I'll get that worked out. And like I said, I like doing these kind of chats. So if somebody wants to come up every week because it keeps the chat moving.
No, it does, and it's fun to have a guest on anyway. I kind of miss doing it because I was doing it for a while when I started out with the StreamYard. It was so easy.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you want me to,
but it's not easy.
Anytime you guys want me to come on with you guys, I'll come on. I mean, I have no problem. You see, I have no problem talking when there's someone actually I can hear somebody back.
I would invite you in a heartbeat if I knew how. I got to figure out how to do it.
Oh man,
and I could probably use StreamYard in events like that, but it's not that big of a deal. I would just lose some of my functionality of the stream deck.
Right.
But it's fun to have somebody to act with while you're live.
Hey, my daughter, how old is Liz now? 22, 23? She can't tell how to tell time on an ordinary clock.
All these kids, man. I taught my kids. I mean, my oldest one I think is 42, but I taught all my kids how to tell time on a dial clock, because the schools wouldn't do it. They were teaching them all digital stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
They
what the
took
hell are you going to do if there's a digital clock around?
they took handwriting out, and now they can sit in math class with a calculator.
I know my youngest son, he can't write, he can't sign his name. He can't write in cursive, and I'm thinking, what the hell? But, that's what they do. It's just, they're basically just, I can't think of the right word, but
So, Derek, that DigiKey,
catering to certain people, the dumb ones, If you're really stupid, we got to make everybody stupid so you don't feel bad.
so that DigiKeys unit that I have is not a standalone. It takes track power and gets its signal from there. You have to have a Digitrax MRC. You have to have a DCC controller. Then that unit is actually addressed as a DCC address. Like I was saying, if you hook it up and you hook your turnouts or whatnot to it, or you can actually hook signals to it if you want to. But whatever address you give it to it, say you address it as Loco 12 or whatever, or accessory 12, all the other contacts will fall in line 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's how I'm able to sit there and switch. I have all my switches low numbers and a little sign next to them, little 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just, I was showing him that last week that you can even use old Atlas tracks. You remember the old Atlas and Lifelike that had the 3 wires?
Oh yeah.
You run your three wires to that DigiKeys, and it'll control those switches from your DCC handheld.
Yeah, I've seen those DigiKey systems. I didn't really look into it because I didn't have a use for it yet. I'm trying to keep things a little simple, though, because the more complicated you get, the more problems you're going to run. Yeah, Dave. Even I'm in the military now. I have to think about it, but I do know it.
Oh, I don't get it. So,
well, it starts out at
at 1,
0, 100, and
yeah,
100, 200,
13, 14.
1200, and you go 13 all the way up to 24. And it's not that hard, really. Matter of fact, if you buy
after noon, you have to add 12 hours.
Exactly. If you buy any clocks from China, they're all on military time. They don't use a 12-hour clock. I found that out when I bought some of these kit clocks that you can assemble yourself, and I'm going, well.
Yeah, I've bought stuff from over there. I've bought timers and stuff over there or military. I had to change them. Oh.
Able to. I got stuck. I had to stick with the 24-hour clock.
Oh boy. Oh well. Like I said, it's been a slow week. Not much doing here. I got the printers. Started messing with them. Still waiting on the decoder to come back from Broadway Limited, so I can put this puppy back together. Well, I have the shell on it now, but there's nothing inside it right now.
I've got a BLI steamer, and I wanted to put the Keep Alive circuit in it. And they actually have a decoder with a built-in circuit. I paid $50. They sent me the decoder. I put it in myself because it wasn't really that hard. And the only thing is with the BLI though is just it's not a stable system.
Oh, it's not. I have 2 BLI Paragon 3s in there. One lurches at slow speed. The other one, everything works perfect on it except for the whistle is too damn low. But you hit the cross grade whistle and it's nice and loud.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Now mine, the headlight comes on and off at will. It just does it on its own.
You could add. This is BLI's Keep Alive. I had that in.
Yeah, they have the auxiliary one. Yeah, I can plug into that one too.
Yeah, that's what.
But I had one actually built in. It's a Paragon 3, but it came already with the Keep Alive built into it.
So they probably gave you a Paragon 4 because that's what Paragon 4s have built in.
Yeah, because I started out, like, when I bought it was Paragon 3. I bought the steamer way back in Naples like 3 years ago. And I didn't take it out of the box until I got up here.
Yeah.
And I
But
love it. It's a beautiful loco, but
basically they upgraded you to a Paragon 4 because that's really the only thing different is the onboard keep alive.
Okay. So, but I'll never buy another PLI again. That'll be the first and last.
If they weren't so expensive right out of the box, I'd probably rip them all out and put the tsunamis in them all.
Yeah, right. You know, that's what I paid. I got mine actually got a good deal. I think I paid $375 for it new on eBay.
Didn't BLI used to have ones without decoders?
I'm sure
Blue
they
box,
did.
like a blue line or something.
I'm sure they did. That'd be the way to go. But that's what I'm looking at now because I got to get an Amtrak loco. I'm thinking maybe a PH40. Is that right? PH40, or one of the newer ones. But to get one with DCC and SAB will break the bank. So I'm thinking of just getting one with DC and putting a decoder in myself. Hell with it.
Oh, let me get this apart.
Yeah, Dave says that you'll have a tough time finding a place to put the keep alive in there.
So right there, I had to take those take this whole tabs off here.
Okay.
That's where the keep alive sits. See, where I broke the tabs off. But yeah, no decoder in it. Yeah, I couldn't get the keep alive in there either, and I sent them an email, and they told me they sent me actually a video, a YouTube link to a video where to put that weight at.
Oh, cool. At least they're helpful that way. I mean, the service department's really good, I thought, but I'm just not really impressed with the overall. I mean, the engines are great, the locos are, but the decoders.
The weird thing about that, Jim, is if you have good customer service, that speaks to your products are crap because you wouldn't need customer service.
Hey, that makes a lot of sense.
You wouldn't need customer service if they were good.
Of course, though, on the other hand, Anycubic has terrible customer service, and their problems, their equipment garbage too. It's not really garbage, but they don't test anything.
I heard Eloglu's got excellent service, so.
Oh, that's scary. Well, I think that the one Thomas Crashy bought, the first one he bought, I believe, was an Elegant. And it never worked right out of the box, so he finally sent it back and he bought the Anycubic. And the Anycubic lasted about a month or two before it broke down. So he's been going back and forth with them. They're sending him parts, but every time they send him a new part, it's damaged, which is very scary. And they sent him somebody that sent him motherboards, the Z motor, and all kinds of crap they've given him. I said, why don't they just give you a new machine and be done with it?
Yeah.
But then he went and bought a second one, a smaller version of the Anycubic. It works great. He's had no problems with that. And then mine, I have the Anycubic. It's a filament printer. And it worked great. I had no issues with it. But the control cable that goes to the hot end, it's stress broken.
Yeah.
To stabilize the cable.
Yep, from moving up and down.
Yeah. So it was stupidity on their part. So, and I didn't know a guy on the Thingiverse, because I found it by accident, he has a fix that you can print that stabilizes the cable on both ends.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff.
The printer, I'm going to print those things up for both machines, and that should fix the problem, hopefully.
Bye, Joe. I didn't even see Joe Rader's leaving. I didn't even see it.
Oh, hey, Joe. Take it easy, man. Hey, he says, okay, guys, got to go take the doggy out. Yep, got to take the doggy out.
Honestly, Soundtrack's current keepers are pretty big, too. I had to get creative. GP35. That's why you should stay with Steam, guys. I mean, I have that diesel only because it's Pennsylvania, but.
Well, I like the steamers, but because I'm basically a modern era, I gotta have more diesels, and I just have the steam just for fun. And I'll probably use it on the main freight line on the bottom. Because right now I'm using it for passenger.
I collect steamers just to have them.
Oh, yeah. case if one breaks down, you got something as a backup.
Yeah, I was thinking about sending that one to Heath. That's in New York Central.
Oh yeah, he'd like that.
Send this one down to Ray. That's a Western Maryland.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, I'm done buying low. I got plenty of locos. I just need the Amtrak now for the EL line, but other than that, I really can't afford to buy that thing, man. They're getting higher and higher in price. $300, $400, $500 for DCC with sound.
Yeah,
I don't want to buy a used car for that.
Gerald says I could send him one.
Yeah, sure. I don't know of anybody who would walk away from a freebie. I would.
That I got doubles of that one. See.
There you go.
But yeah, I had no idea. I have resin printing. I started reading the directions and stuff, and setting that all up. And this stuff is toxic. Nickel plate. I'm looking for nickel plate 765. It's a Berkshire. Oh, you're gonna kill me.
You got one?
I repainted it and relettered it to Pennsylvania.
Oh no. Bad luck, Dave. Bad luck.
Oh, it's actually easy to add DC and sound to a steamer because you got all the room in the tender.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't put it in the main logo, but
No, it's dead easy. Yep, dead easy.
Gerald says he only has one DCC logo. You better get some more there, Gerald.
Yeah, even if you just put the motor only decoders in them,
Absolutely.
you can get it for like $20.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap just for the motor.
Just a little soundtrack. Turn your headlights on and move the engine. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, you go, man.
What do you say?
He's so mad.
Yeah. Actually,
He's not happy with you now because you painted his logo.
it's actually in the other room on the top shelf. I'd go get it and show it to him, but I'd make him cry.
There you go.
Oh, you've ridden in it. Berkshires are really nice. Yeah, they are really nice. I tell you what, just go buy a Polar Express set and then repaint it and put your numbers on it.
There you go. That'll work. And Dave does a good job of repainting locos anyway, so that would be a big deal for him.
Nope. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Do I have another Berkshire around here? I do not know. Oh, I don't think I do. Oh, I have an old timer 280 on Athearn. Easy peasy to put a decoder in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, you're right, Dave. He says honestly, it wouldn't be hard to renumber and letter one, not much to a steamer.
Nope.
You know, yeah, it's pretty simple stuff. You don't have to worry about graphics.
Hey, how you doing, guy?
Hey, 187, how's it going?
Oh. Now, if you're the one Jason's contest, he'd have put it in for you. Did you see that whole debacle? He screwed up the spin. It was supposed to be one free install and 2 half-off installs, and they had to turn around and respin it. I think they did that yesterday or today. Sometime they did that. Oh, man. And was you over in Vinny's chat earlier?
No, I generally don't watch Vinny's. I used to a long time ago, and now I guess he took a break, I think. So I stopped watching, and then he went back on. I didn't even know it.
He's back on. He's got some giveaway that's only for his subscribers.
Yeah, I know. I entered that. I caught that video the other because I watched some of his videos.
You got to subscribe. You have to have subscribed. You have to have commented. You have to have done. Oh, what the crap! And you have to pay for postage.
Yeah, well, that doesn't bother me because I won something from him last year.
Yeah, so did I. I wanted a decoder last year from him.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think I won a box car, or maybe it was a snowplow. I don't remember, but.
Hey. Oh,
but I
no.
paid $10 for the shipping, and that didn't bother me at all. I don't care.
Hey, Rick, what?
Oh,
what happened, man?
Rick the Tree, you got a broken leg, man.
We're gonna give you a wooden peg. The tree broke off. I would fly it. Oh. Oh, not much. It counts me out.
I went ahead and entered just for fun, but then there's somebody, I think it's Third Rail Thursday or something like that. Somebody else did a thing, and I went ahead and entered in it, but they have a questionnaire. And you have to get at least 15 of the 25 questions right in order to be entered.
Oh,
so I got 7 out of 25.
So Rick's here. So we had a funny conversation the other day. That contest where you had to get over 14 right?
Yeah, right.
I have 2 YouTube channels that are exactly the same except for the brackets around the Steeler fan. One's got the boom, and the other one's got the other. Otherwise, unless you look close, you wouldn't know the difference.
Oh no, you double entered.
So I entered. I got 14. I didn't get enough. Right.
Right.
So I signed on the other one. Meanwhile, I have all the answers now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they give you all the answers after you answer.
Right. So
good one.
They did mix the questions up. They put them in a different order, but I got them all right.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I think of doing that.
Here's the thing. That other account wasn't subscribed to them, so I went and subscribed to them all, and with that account, and then the next day I get text messages. Hey, perfect 25 out of 25. Good going, Frank. Then Rick says, I thought you were subscribed to me already. What the heck happened? So I called him up. I said, listen, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I signed up twice. you can go ahead and delete that second entry. That's not a legit entry.
All right.
But
well, even if you get all that right, they're still doing a drawing.
Oh
So
yeah.
who knows how many people actually draw from?
Yeah.
If they get 25, 50 people to draw from, your odds are still against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the numbers game where they'll tell you the number between 1 and whatever. And
Yeah.
Start typing the numbers like a chicken. And I've won more contests doing it that way than I have anything else.
He figured it out, but the gears were turning in his head trying to.
I'm sure. That's the thing. I have the one channel. I don't have any others, so I'd have to actually create a whole new channel for that.
Yep.
I didn't think of that, but that's a good idea.
Oh.
You don't have nothing to do with the Democrat voting thing, do you?
Thanks for that compliment there, but yeah, I did it the second time strictly to mess with him, and I got Heath because Heath gave me a congratulations on the 25 out of 25. But Rick kind of was like on the trail like a bloodhound. He was like, "What's going on? Why weren't you already subscribed?" And John said, I guess he was talking to John or Jason, and they were like, "What the heck? He's not subscribed to us. He just subscribed now." Yeah. You have 2 channels, Gerald. You have 2 channels for a long time, but are they both exactly the same name? Mine is exactly Frank Steeler Fan 820 on both of them. Like I said, the only difference is the brackets around the Steeler Fan.
Yeah, you probably could have used a different name. Then they would have never gone on.
Yeah.
Too late if you actually.
You see, I got Jason too.
Dave says Frank voted for the dead guy. He gave that one. Now,
Oh man.
I couldn't believe that when they first said that. That dead guy actually won the election.
Yeah. Yep.
Something seriously wrong here, man.
He was already on. He was incumbent, and a lot of people don't even pay attention to politics. Just or they vote straight, straight ticket. Boop.
That's true.
Anybody that votes down a straight ticket is ridiculous.
Well, for the most part, yeah. I mean, I generally won't vote for the Democrat, though. I mean, I'll either go to Republican or an independent.
But at least I'll look. I won't just hit the button.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because, I mean, if it's a really bad Republican, I probably won't vote for him.
Well, you seen the one senator switched to independent.
Oh, yeah, Kirsten.
Yeah, so somebody you think's a Republican right now could switch to Democrat, and you wouldn't know. You'd see the name next election and vote for them, thinking they're still a Republican.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing there. There's like weird stuff going on, Of course, I'm sure the Democrats are really mad because they still have the majority in the Senate, but they lost one.
Oh, it's a shame when you're dead and you get enough votes to win, but you should have won. But dead people voted for the other person.
Well, that's another problem.
Oh, it's one thing to run.
By law, they can't remove his name from the ballot.
Right. So, like
That's
I said,
stupid. Who came up with that one?
So it's
at
one.
least they should be able to put deceased next to it, so you know what the hell's going on, right?
But it's one thing to win an election when you're dead, but it's another thing to vote when you are.
This is true. Apparently, we managed to cross the veil to be able to communicate with the dead now.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it is a true story, Daryl, for real. They actually did vote for a dead guy, and he actually won. Only in America can that happen.
There's only what?
You might be right about that, Derek. I don't know. Like I don't trust any Democrat, even the ones who jump over and become Republicans. It's like, oh no, you had your chance, you blew it. Yeah.
Lots of dead people hold office.
Yes, they do. Yeah, you're right, Rick. They have to hold a special election for a successor to the dead guy. Yeah, say this country, the whole planet's all screwed up anyway.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah, me and my sister is a staunch Democrat, lives down in Virginia, and we have come to the agreement we just don't talk politics at all.
Probably a good move, yeah.
And we get along great because we don't talk politics around each other.
Well, they say politics or religion will destroy any relationship, whether it be brother, sister,
Yep.
husband, wife, whatever. Yeah, my wife hates it when I talk politics, but
I have friends that are Democrats. We just come to. I have to bring it right to them. Listen, let's just not talk politics because friendship's more important than them idiots above us.
that's true. Well, yeah, you may have to kill them, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we could always just divide the country at the Mississippi. We'll take it. We'll take everything to the east. They can have all that west.
Well, that's, there's been talk that may actually happen one day. And that's what they should do. They have the West under their control anyway. So let them have it. We don't need it. I mean, for you good guys in California, it kind of sucks, but you need to get the hell out of there anyway.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Last week, Daryl was on in the chat, and I guess he was adjusting his camera. I seen his whole room shaking. I thought there was a friggin' earthquake.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's another problem. The big one eventually is going to hit, and that whole damn state's going to drop off in the Pacific. And unfortunately, for some of my friends out there, I'm going to be cheering for the state to drop off. You know?
Yes.
And that's true, David. There's a lot of bad. They're rhinos, you know. Personally, I think there's going to be civil war pretty soon. I see it coming. Unless they resolve all this cheating and all this ridiculous stuff. That whole thing with Brittany Griner, I can't believe he turned a big terrorist, arms dealer, for basically a tattooed lesbian. But hates America. You know. It's something seriously wrong there. Sorry.
I mean, I don't care what she is, whatever it is, whatever. But, you know, the other guys have been there longer.
Well, I would have rather seen a Marine rescue. She could rock the prison. You know? I mean, what she did, she pled guilty.
Yeah.
You bring drugs into a foreign country, what the hell do you think is going to happen?
And so did the other guy.
Well,
the Marine got the
the Marine, he got busted for espionage, even though they say he didn't do it.
They said they planted what's it called on him?
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know
that. They planted a flash drive on him and then said he was stealing secrets.
Lovely. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Lehigh River Subdivision. He popped in.
Hey, I got an idea. Tell Trump to run as a Democrat.
I don't really think that would work, but
oh, that would spin their heads.
Yeah, that would have been a smart move on his part, though. If he ran as a Democrat, they cheated to make sure he won, and then he turned on him as soon as he got in. That would be perfection, absolutely.
Oh,
probably something I would do, you know. I'll tell you what you want to hear till I get in. Then I'm going to fix it.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Ian, how do you pronounce that guy's name? I have a friend named Ian that's spelled that way, but.
Well, Ian got a bad rap because, you know, we had Ian the hurricane come through here. Wiped out Naples and Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Ian's a cool guy, though, so that's not.
Oh. Oh yeah, they did. The funny thing is, Trump used to donate to Hillary to Bill Clinton's campaign. So you know.
I was best friends for a long time. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I like Trump. Don't get me wrong, and I will vote for him again. I like DeSantis, but I don't think DeSantis is ready for the presidency. He's my governor, but I just don't. Honestly, I don't trust the guy. But there's a few things he should have done down here that he hasn't done yet, and that bothers me. Yeah. So if Trump announced he's going to run, I'll vote for him again. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whether he'll win or not, well, he should win. But,
yeah.
You know, hey, look, if you think a guy lived in his basement for the whole election got more votes than even Obama did, I got a bridge I could say real cheap for your layout. You know.
Oh, man. They ought to go back to the old punch.
You know, I miss the lever machines. The first time when I first started voting, they still had the lever machines. Yeah, I read the vote when I turned 18, and I've been voting ever since. But they got away with them like the first year after I became of age to vote. They went to the stupid. Well, Florida had those. Remember the hanging chads?
Yeah.
They had that stupid system. I go, this is ridiculous. And now it's a circle of dots. Just give me a pencil, a pen and paper, and I'll be fine.
You got to use a number 2 pencil and don't go outside the circle.
All right. Well, not about a pencil because that could be erased, but yeah, I don't know. It's just there's some things you just shouldn't use technology for, and voting is definitely one of them.
Oh.
So.
Oh my God. Trump needs to run with DeSantis as vice president, and DeSantis can run for president after Trump is done, and Trump can run.
That's what I said.
And then
It's the
Trump could be his,
perfect ticket.
and then Trump could be his VP. He's allowed to be
Well,
VP. He's allowed to be VP.
yeah, I guess he could, but that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? It'd be like trading in your Maserati for a Volkswagen. You know? But no, that would be the smart move. But I have a feeling DeSantis thinks he's got this thing in the bag. And the news is saying that he's way ahead of Trump, which I don't believe for a minute.
Oh, you got that Texas governor too.
Who, Abbott?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abbott's pretty good, and I would probably vote for him if Trump wasn't running. But he's getting serious. See what he's doing in Texas. He's at the National Guard down there. He's got tanks and heavy machine guns guarding the border now. I guess they're going to just start killing people that cross over, which they should have done a long time ago anyway.
Why? Hold up. Why could he not be VP? He's not allowed to be president again, but it doesn't limit his time being a VP, does it?
Well, they could, because he could still only do 2 consecutive terms. So if something happened to DeSantis, the VP would take over as president. That would technically be illegal because that would be Trump's 3rd term.
But not elected. He'd be appointed.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Somebody should probably look into that.
Only for dead. No, he could pick up dead carcasses, but he ain't going to catch any of them.
That's true.
Especially if you put him on a bike.
Yeah, right. He's more fun to watch going upstairs, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not often you see people fall up a stair. Usually they fall down a stair.
Yeah. Yeah, we're using paper here too. What? Yeah.
And that's the way it should be, Dave. There's no reason to carry an election for days, weeks, or months after election day.
We use paper here too in Pennsylvania, but for some reason Philadelphia found thousands and thousands of votes at 10 minutes to midnight.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's all rigged, you know. And they should do away with this early voting too. Yeah, it's convenient, but it leaves the possibility open for cheating.
It was necessary during COVID. Okay, whatever.
Maybe,
but now, if you can get your ass to the grocery store, go vote.
That's what I said. The precincts are generally within a mile of your house. At least they always work for me. And just send you an idea. If you can afford a $1,400 iPhone but can't get a $20 ID, maybe you need to sell that damn iPhone.
Oh.
Gerald said Joe would sniff them. That's another thing too. Why is he not in prison for child molestation? He does it right on live TV. Yeah, if you or I did that, you know what would happen, right?
Hey, what's going on with my old buddy Antonio Brown down there? Won't come out of his house, but the police won't go in.
Antonio Brown, who's he?
The old Steelers wide receiver. He's living down there in Florida. He's got a warrant. He's got a warrant for his arrest, for battery or something. And they know he's in his house. They're sitting outside his house, but they will not go in.
I wonder why. Like chicken?
They said they're afraid he's armed and dangerous. Well, then you said
so. Shit. That's what body armor's for, man. Put your body armor on if you're charged in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not bragging, but I wanted to be a cop, and they wouldn't let me because they didn't trust me, which is probably good, good for them. But if you're afraid of getting shot at, a cop is not the job you want to do. I mean, and I had no fear of it because they have body armor. Yeah, you could still die, but
right.
If you're that afraid, and I had friends that were cops, and they were literally they would call in a 1050 or something like that, a pee break, bathroom break, just to avoid going into a dangerous situation. I kid you not, absolute truth. And I go, come on, guys, you're cops. What the hell? I'm not getting killed for this job. They don't pay me enough. Well, it's not a plenty to get killed for, but that's your job. If you're afraid of doing it, you better find a different job.
Yep. Go work for a social media company and sit on your ass all day.
There you go. I couldn't do a job like that. Harold says use flashbangs. Here, send in the robots, man. Got those robot bomb disposal things now. They could just put a hand grenade on it, send it in, and say, look, it's detonated. If you don't come out with your hands up, your choice. You know?
Oh, he's a piece of work. Oh.
Is he black by any chance?
Yes.
Well, see, that's another reason why they won't go in either, because they'll probably have to shoot him, kill him. And if that happens, you know what happens after that, right? You can't shoot a black man anymore.
Yeah, well, he
No
lives
matter
down
how
there.
justified it is, you just can't do it.
You know what? He wasn't always like that, though, man. Because you know that show Tanked, right?
Yeah.
I was on that show. We put Antonio Brown's tank in with those people from Las Vegas.
Okay, cool.
So I'm actually on that show, putting his canopy up toward the end, and we were at that thing's not shot in one. It's shot in one day. It's not. It doesn't take. They don't do it like it's reality TV is a joke.
Of course.
Yeah, we went out and did all the measurements, knew where the tank was going, knew everything before they ever showed up. Then they show up and one day film it before lunch and after lunch. It's stupid. But he wasn't actually always like that. He was disciplining his kid and everything else while we were there.
They say a lot of people that's where that 5G might come. It's messing up people's brains.
He lost it
There's a
somewhere.
lot of weird stuff going on. People are dropping dead at early ages now. They're going nuts. You know?
Yeah.
There was one guy just a few weeks ago. He was a dad. He killed his kid, 2-year-old kid. First, he beat him on. I guess he broke every bone in the kid's body. Then he dismembered him and stuffed him in boxes. I mean, what the hell is wrong with somebody that does something like that?
Yeah,
You think the death penalty? Probably not. He should. I'd give it to him. Yeah. Send him over to my house. I'll kill that son of a bitch. You know?
Hi, Peyton. Thanks for coming in, man.
Hey, Peyton.
I just looked up and seen there was 4 messages I had not seen.
Oh, yeah, John Knopfler just came in too. I think I pronounced that right.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Oh man, so they coming right at
You'll get in trouble if we keep talking about politics, because I got yelled at by one of my viewers. He said, I came here to talk about trades, not we talk about everything here.
Yeah, this is an open.
Yeah, mine is too, but I try and steer everything back to trains a little bit, because especially if you get me started on politics, you can't shut me up. So, Gerald said he had one of those remote controlled mini tanks in Korea for bomb disposal back in 1990. Yeah, they've been around for a while, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But now they say they could put guns on them and use
them
for. Hey, Ted Amos, how you doing? Use them to take out, any kind of bad person. Which, I have no issue with that, really, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah. My attitude is pretty much, if you break the law, and I don't care what it is, and you get caught, you get a bullet. That's the end of it. And right then and there. And you'll see crime drop in a heartbeat, because nobody's willing to die for your TV or your car or anything else, or something in the store,
Well, this channel's just been preempted because Frank got in trouble as a teenager. He's not here really.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
What do you mean you didn't know that about me, Dave? Of course you did. Gerald said theirs had a 12-gauge shotgun on it, the robot. Yeah, that's what you need. There's nothing wrong with that. We should have those along the border, If it jumps the fence, boom, they're done.
Yeah.
Or line the fence with a quarter-mile of landmines. If you make it through, you could stay. But more than likely, you won't make it through. Bernard says needs to go back to hanging dingleberries and cold slaw. God made man. Yeah, absolutely. I hear that.
So again, guys, I apologize for the audio delays. Most of you guys weren't in here witnessed that shit show, but we got it straightened out. I actually had to move back to my desk because the other camera was. You'd be hearing what I said in the beginning of the show right now. I like all my chains. I think that's all I need. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as you got your trains, you're pretty well set.
Trains is all you need as long as you don't run out of room. They get boring real quick.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. You never have enough room, you know.
Never.
I wanted a bigger shed than what I got, but I ran into some problems with the shed people, and I wound up having to settle for
That's a good.
32.
That's a good name, Gerald. That's better than mine. I might have to steal that. Don't you?
Off track Fridays. Well, you know, they get off track Mondays, though. You know, James Collins got that. That's too close to off track.
We'll call it. We'll call it trackside Fridays.
You can't do that one either.
Yeah, that's another one. Jeez.
I think it's getting tougher and tougher, you know, because there's so many live streams now. Trainwreck Fridays, yeah, that's a good one. I would have went with that one.
Yeah.
The only reason I went with short line Thursdays because there's a short line behind my house. I would have been lost otherwise. I would have known what name to come up with.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then I gotta come forward here at this too because Daryl's helped me set this up and pick this time out and everything else. But this time's not going to work for me come summer because I got a camp that I'm at all week. I leave on Fridays for camp, so.
Well, that's going to be a bummer.
Yeah,
So,
I mean.
So what can you use from that?
It's every other weekend we go up to camp in the summer. So if I could get somebody like Daryl said, he might be willing to cover once in a while.
Yeah, get somebody to guest your show. We've all done that before.
Yeah, it'd be every other weekend, but I didn't pay all that money for an RV to sit here at home.
Hey, Joe Storrs says we go off track every time I talk to Jim. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, guys. You know, myself.
Yeah, and if I could live stream from my phone, I'd do it from up there. But you know,
well, you can, but I don't know how well that would work.
you can't live stream from your phone unless you have that many viewers.
Oh, that's right. There are restrictions on that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to. You know what? If nobody wanted to cover, I'd probably just have to record a video or something. And
I'm pretty sure people would cover it for you. It's not hard to find somebody to guest host.
I would love to do it from there. Get me 800.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get me 894 more subscribers, and I'll do it.
Well, I get you 894. So you get me about 800. So. I don't get it either, you know. There's some guys out there,
Yeah.
25,000 subscribers. How the hell do they do that?
Oh, you got to have a certain kind of movie playing in the background there.
I guess there's got to be some trick to it. I don't know what it is, but I wonder. I've been doing live streams now for over a year, every week, and I've still only got 325 subscribers. I mean, that's terrible. You know?
Well, what you do is you go get a wireless camera and you put it up somewhere a lot of trains pass by, and just you'll get a lot of subscribers.
Oh, that's true. That might work. Of course, I got chickens in the backyard too, in the coop. So I said I should do my own chicken cam. I'm still kicking that one around, believe it or not.
You wouldn't believe the amount of subscribers people on those random animal live streams.
I know, it's crazy. All right, 187. Have a good night.
Good night. Good night, 187.
Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, there you go.
Low cut shirt. Now that wouldn't work for guys, Dave. Yeah. When I had my automotive repair shop, I wanted to hire a woman mechanic to put her in a bikini. You know, I figured I could have quadrupled my customer base overnight. I couldn't find any female mechanics that were good looking. You know.
Oh.
But that might be, you might be onto something though for the train channel, you know. Maybe get some scantily clad woman to do a show, and you watch your subscriber base go through the roof.
In one day.
Yeah, one day, absolutely. Gerald said they use hot chicks in their thumbnails. Yeah, they probably got. I've seen a few that they do that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you get two local motors. Once it's going to be AC44 and SD75 Max. Cool.
That'll be a nice Christmas.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, so anyway, guys, an hour and a half long. I'll try to do another one, put another one together this next weekend or next week. But I thank everybody for coming in here. Jim, thanks for coming up because I can't.
No problem.
I can't do it. Hey, guys, you're always welcome to come up. You want to come up, just shout. I'll send the signal up, and because this is the way I like to do a live show is to have somebody to talk to. I can't stand silence.
Well, like I said, anytime I can help you out, just ask.
Oh, no problem, man. If you see me over here ready to hang myself and I'm the only one in the chat, yeah, just jump in.
Not a problem. All right, Frank. We'll see you later. The rest of you guys have a good night. It's fun chatting with you. And I'll see you when I see you. All right.
Thanks for coming,
Frank.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Oh, how the heck All right, guys, thanks for coming in again. Sorry for that audio issues in the back, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.